educated audience for over 22 years with real world entertainment, career advice from Oscar nominees, Emmy, Grammy, Tony Award winners, seasoned performers, and rising stars. And the show's mission is to inspire, motivate, educate, and bring some funny stories with behind the scene truths from the entertainment world. So hopefully Lacey has some funny stories. Now, if you want to be a guest on our show to showcase your talent or promote your podcast, please feel free to contact me directly via email or via any of my social media sites. And if you felt motivated and inspired, then please subscribe to our sites, the guest site and also my site. Again, PriscillaLeona@yahoo.com, website, QuestionRealityRadioShow.com, Facebook at Priscilla Leona, Facebook at Question Reality Show, Instagram at Priscilla Leona, YouTube at Priscilla Leona, TikTok at Priscilla Leona, Linktree at Priscilla Leona. Do you see the pattern there? The pattern is brand consistency. You have to keep your name consistent. You cannot have 5 different names all over the place, because when people go to search for you on social media and you have a whole bunch of nicknames and names that are not your real name, then people are not going to be able to find you, or at least it's going to be harder, and they're not going to be able to access all of the data that you'd want them to access. So try to keep it consistent. Lock it in and let it go. All right. Now we got to figure out how to get rid of this teleprompter screen, which is completely brown. Okay, here we go. Escape and then toggle the teleprompter. My first time doing it. It's okay. Go back to full screen. Oh, there I am. Oh God, I think I like the brown overlay better. I looked so much better with that brown filter. Okay. All right. Now, today I am so excited. This guest has been on our show before, I think a couple times. No, I think I was on his show. He was on my show. The man is gorgeous. Now, I'm not just talking physically. I mean, he's hotter than hot, smoking up a storm up in here. But he's also just a lovely personality. So kind and considerate and thoughtful, and just exudes happiness. There, you will never see this man without a smile on his face. And if you do, I'd be running for the hills, because this man does not smile. So that must mean he's ready to kill a bitch. So run. But smiling, happy, good-natured, wonderful. I swear, I wish we could clone him. Have them for every occupation in the land. All right, let me tell you a little bit about him. All right, his name is Lacey G. Souldier, and it's spelled. First, I was thrown off, and I thought I misspelled it a long time ago. So I corrected it to Souldier. I thought, oh, Lacey misspelled it. So it's spelled Souldier. So I thought it was an error, so I corrected it to the correct Souldier. But he changed that for a reason, and it's a brilliant, brilliant name. Oh God, he's going to kill me if I get this wrong. I believe the last time he was on the show, G stood for God. And then Souldier, S-O-U-L, is for soul. And endure. I thought that's just so clever. I love it. So Lacey G. Souldier Turner, and he's on IMDb as Lacey Turner II. And he is a writer, director, actor, and just an overall, I think, dynamic, creative community. I cannot see. I wrote this, right? I wrote this, and I can't even read my own writing. I'm old, and I need bifocals. Okay, I'm gonna bring it in. I'm bring it up here. I think I can see it now. Okay, so he's a creative community leader. With a career in music, film, literature, journalism, and humanitarian work. And he is also an award-winning filmmaker and founder of 4 Feet Off the Ground Productions. He has written and directed over 16 films, including festival winners like The Lou and, I sure hope I spell this, I sound this right, Abida, the Lou and Abida, he'll let me know. As a hip hop artist, the songs such as Freedom and Grandma Marie Sellers blend storytelling with activism. There he is. Look how cute. I want his hair. I want to scalp him and put his hair on my head. I'm half bald. I want his hair. So as a hip hop artist, he's had hit songs such as Freedom and Grandma Marie Sellers behind blend. Store. I feel like I'm high. I don't even do drugs. I took some ibuprofen. It's just really not enough to cause this. Let me try it again. Freedom and Grandma Marie Sellers blend storytelling with activism, earning him a Hollywood Music in Media Award nomination for Rescue You. And Lacey is also a #1 best-selling co-author of A Black Man's Point of View and the author of, as I said, Abida or Abhida. And he writes for the St. Louis Argus and the Narrative Matters newspapers and hosts several podcasts, including Pull Up the Curtain with G Souldier. Now, another creative name. I got to ask him why he did not go into advertising, because he comes up with some very clever titles and I love them. And he is recognized all over for his community impact, and he received the Business of the Year Award at the Missouri State Capitol and serves on the J.B. Dondalo or Dondolo, again, we're going to have to find that name out correctly, organization's advisory board. And with his legacy statement, he says, I am your favorite rapper's rapper. Wait a minute. I am your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. The best film writer and director in. Wait a minute. That's all one thing. Let me reread that. He's going to kill me. I messed up his legacy statement. All right. Lacey says, I am your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, the best film writer and director in St. Louis. Facts. Woo! He has put the facts on the end of that statement. Woo! You know that's serious. Now, Lacey continues to inspire and impact art, culture, and humanity. And you can go to his website, Lacey, LACEYTURNER.com, LaceyTurner.com. He also has 4feetofftheground.com and gsouldier.com. Also, his social media, he's on YouTube. Now, I don't know what his, and that is a big boo-boo on my part. We're going to have him tell you what his YouTube channel name is, but he has several YouTube videos, so just go and type his name in YouTube and you'll find him. But on Facebook, he's under G Souldier, GSOULDIER, Instagram, GSOULDIER, TikTok, GSOULDIER, and GSOULDIER. Oh my God, I could just squeeze his cheeks and give him a big kiss because he's keeping it consistent. Again, this man knows about branding. I love it when they do this. I love it. Oh, and then I forgot LinkedIn, same thing. Oh, I think he's under Lacey, LACEYG, Souldier, SOULDIER, Turner. Because with LinkedIn, you're lucky if you even get a name on LinkedIn. Okay. So amazing to have him on the show. He's had such a multifaceted career, in my opinion, such creative impact. And wow, I think that he has the ability to just, when you speak to him, to spark dynamic conversation. And he is able to convey his brand. And when he speaks, and again, this is my opinion, I think that he gives listeners just a deep dive into his artistry and activism. Every time he talks, he's got something interesting to say. So without further ado, let's bring the man himself on the line. I'm on the left side.
I do. How you doing?
Wait, did you get some clapping?
Yes, I did.
See, this is a new thing that Albert has added. Well, you and I are both on StreamYard, so every
Yeah,
so often, I got to say, this is probably the best streaming site
right.
that because they're always innovative in bringing new products, new things. So Albert, who is our tech guy, he has discovered as I tried to get through today, Lacey, the teleprompter, and now he has apparently found some clapping that I didn't know about. But I'm glad because I love that. I love that. I think you need a standing ovation,
Man, I
right?
love it. I love it. I love it. Listen, let me say this.
Love it.
Let me say this before we get started. Gotta do my intro. I am your favorite rapper, the best film director in St. Louis. Facts, award-winning published author, actor, journalist, actor, business owner, nominated Hollywood music artist, #1 bestseller, battle rapper, service of the year recipient, Lacey G. Souldier Turtle. There we go.
All right. Look at that. Do you hear the clapping again? Where are these people clapping coming out of nowhere? Oh, but yeah, that's a mouthful. I think I would need preparation. My God. Now let's start out, Lacey, with first of all, thank you for being on the show.
No problem.
Always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Yep.
And I'm so happy B introduced us. We love B, Bumblebee. Don't we love her?
We love B.
How did you meet B, by the way? I never
Um,
asked you. B Davis.
it was a fate chance. Look, the short story. I wanted to. This is the short story. So I wanted to interview somebody from The Wire, and she had a client from The Wire. So it went bad, but if it wouldn't have been went bad, I would have never been beat. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Why did it go bad? No, this is good. This is good
okay.
because we want to hear it from a
All
professional.
right, let me break this story down. So this is how God worked. This is what made me stop doing vision boards because God just worked in mysterious ways. So I wanted to interview somebody from The Wire because that's my favorite TV show. So I was searching for people. So I guess B was the publicist at the time or the manager, one of. So she hooked me up. She was like my client. His name Taliso. He played in The Wire. She said he's gonna be on the interview at 2. I think it was like 2 p.m. this day. He never showed up for the interview, so I went to get something to eat. I came back. B emailed me. She was like, "How did the interview go?" And I was like, "He ain't show up." And she was like, "What? Hold on, that's unprofessional." So she hit me back up. She was like, "He'll be on in 5 minutes." So we did the interview. He apologized and said he was doing stuff. We did the interview. So B was like, "Here's my number. Call me after the interview." So I called her after the interview, and she was like, I apologize. I was like, it's okay. She was like, nah, sometimes it's okay to say things ain't okay. And she started asking me what I do, and I told her, and she was like, send me some of your work. So I sent it to her, and then like 2 days later, she was like, it takes a lot to impress me. And she was like, I'm very impressed by you. I want to take you on as a client. And that's from there. So if it would have went right, she would have just said, thank you. See you later.
Oh my God. Yeah, she's professional. You do not show up. I'm surprised she didn't show up at his house and say, you did not just embarrass
but
me,
look,
honey.
Priscilla, if it would have went right, she would have just said,
That's
thank you.
right.
See you later. But
Yeah.
since it didn't go right, we got to talk.
I don't think so. She's extremely intuitive, and she would have seen right away. First of all, she would have watched the interview and she would have known that you were a nugget of gold. So she would have been on you.
We've been rocking
no
ever
matter
since.
what.
We've been rocking ever since.
That is, yeah, she's wonderful. She has brought some really great clients on the show, and I'm so happy. I don't even know how I met her. Don't even know, but don't care. It's somehow we don't. Now let's talk about your new album because the new album is called "The Weight of My Name," and you dropped it on August the 1st. And are we not excited? It's already Grammy bound.
That's why they did it for the Grammy.
I mean, God darn it, already. Now, so my question is, what personal truths or creative risks did you pour into this album that makes it stand out? That it was like, wow, we want to nominate this.
I think my album is therapy to me. You know, I put out a lot of like personal stuff, like about family members. You know, like I just put my whole heart out because the album is about like the responsibility that my name carries, like dealing with activism stuff. Like I said, dealing with family members, fake friends, people who jealous of me and everything. So I just bore my soul and my heart on this album. So I think like it's a lot of truth in it. So I think that's why people gravitated towards it and love it so much. I also got a lot of like positive stuff on there also. So it's just me like burning my soul on the album, wearing my heart on my sleeve. So
Now, in this album, these days, album can be one song, two songs, 5 songs, 10. How many songs are on it? And are they all rap?
Yeah, so I got a blend of like pop songs. I rap all the time, but my music like pop, R&B, and everything. So I have like 15 songs on there, I think.
Oh,
And
now that's an album. That's a
yeah,
legit album.
yeah.
15
And look,
songs.
I didn't even go in making an album. Like I was just going to the studio, like I said, it's therapy, and just recording songs. And then I started gathering songs. I'm like, shoot, I got enough for an album. So that's
And
how
you wrote them all yourself.
yes, I write all my own stuff. Yes.
And what about the music? Did you write the music as
So I
well, or
got
does it have you?
I go for different producers, but with this album specifically, I found one producer that I love that we mesh well. So I only think I got one other producer did one song, but for the most part, me and this producer vibe. So he
Wow.
did the music for me. Yeah.
And what would you say? Okay, what would you say was the reason that it ended up in front of the right people and now is Grammy bound? And for those who do not know what that means, what was the process to get to for it to be on the road to Grammyville, as I like to say?
So I think God is the reason that it was, like I said, I don't do vision boards anymore. I just put my work out there and let God do what he do. So the way it was be Grammy bound is because the people who are on the board at the Grammys, you know what I'm saying? They love it. So they the one has to put it on there so it could be nominated.
But
So yeah,
not a lot of people have the access to be able to reach the people, and the Grammy board, and so how did you make that happen?
so once again, God. So God just put
I
me in the
did
right look. God put me in the right position with the right people. Like it's one of the people who are on the board. Her name is Beth or whatever. Her real name is Beth, and I was doing a hip hop versus poetry. She lives in Atlanta and she loves my music a lot. So she was like, "Hey, I want to get your work to be considered for being nominated for the Grammy." So she's on the board. So she had a lot to do with helping me, with that.
So the first step is for somebody on the board to submit your name to the
Yeah,
committee,
yeah,
and then they listen to your stuff, and
yeah.
then
They
they
put you in the
have to figure
categories and
out what category, right?
yeah.
And then you get a notification, I imagine.
Yep, definitely. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think they
Oh,
announced it in November. So yeah, I got my album on there and I also have a song that I wrote that we probably gonna talk about that's considered for Grammys also.
now, how did you get notified? Email,
Yeah,
phone,
yeah,
letter?
email.
Right. And then and what did they do? Do they put it on some list that's on a website so you can see who all the other people are
Look,
that
look,
are in your
this, this
category?
this is all new to me. I
Oh,
know.
so yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
don't
they
even know.
told, but they told me though that all the people on the board they listen to the projects and they vote on the project. So the people
Okay.
who are on the board they're gonna vote on.
Oh my God. And when are they going to do this voting so we can send out some signals?
I think I should know something by November. I think the middle of November they let
Okay.
it.
Well, my birthday's November 12th, so I'm going to wish for my birthday
That's right.
present to
That's right,
be
Priscilla.
you. That's for you to get a Grammy for it. That's going to be
I
my birthday
appreciate
wish.
appreciate
And
it.
we got to make sure we tell God so we can have him like carve some time out, right?
Facts,
I gotta
facts.
carve out the time. Well, that's fantastic. And now the weight of my name, is that currently on iTunes, or where
Yes.
can people hear
You
that?
could you can find it on wherever you listen to your music, Spotify, iTunes, Apple, Amazon, YouTube, wherever you listen to your music, it's
Okay.
all on those platforms.
Now But this is interesting. Okay, so when I do the promotion for every guest that comes on my show, and one of the platforms that I use is, of course, Instagram, which everybody is. Okay, so if anybody has done that, they know that in order to, when you want to promote something and they're a singer, you can add a filter and you can add a song. So I'm in there adding you on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen the post
No,
yet? Okay.
no.
Well, if you see the post, which I hope you give yourself a damn like, so make sure you go there and give yourself a like. But
Okay.
when I was posting it, one of the things I do if you're a singer is I will put one of your songs in the music section so that when people go to your post, their music will play. So I looked for the weight of your name and it was not there, but I was able to find the song to put on your post about the clean water song. So I don't know.
Yeah.
My next question, I guess, is going to be, who is it that do you put all your music out there on all the sites, or do you have a person
I go,
and
I go through this. I go through distribution. So I go through Distro Kids. So they put it
oh,
in.
so they didn't put that in there.
So yeah, I'm have to hit them up. I'm gonna have to
Hit them up because I know you're supposed to be on there. Okay, so but that's one of the things that my tip as an artist, make sure that if you're going through like DistroKid or one of the other ones, that you check, because this has happened, Lacey, a lot with just me. I'm talking about when I'm trying to put the name to promote an artist song and it's not on the drop down menu.
Okay.
And if you're paying these sites, your name, it should already be blasted out. Am I right? Correct. They're supposed to send it to Reverb Nation, iTunes, Apple, but you can't rely on people just doing it for you. We don't even know who the hell's over there at DistroKid. Right? We don't know if he's doing it. So you got to go and check yourself. So do your due diligence, people. All right. Now, the new song that you wrote, We Are the Leaders. I think that's the one. Yeah. That I put on the Instagram.
We are the leaders
for the clean water advocacy. Okay. And now, ta-da, that one is being Grammy considered too. Mm-hmm. Well, two of those boys. Okay. So, how did activism shape the sound and the soul of that particular track? That's a powerful song.
Yeah, definitely. So salute first off to Lumi Malambo. She is the head of the organization. She's the owner of JB Dandelo. I'm on the advisory board. So me and B. So she wanted to do like a We Are the World type of song, because her whole thing is about breaking down the barriers for access to clean water. So I was one of the past winners also. So she wanted to get a couple of the past winners to do this song or whatever. So at first she had someone else doing it, I think, and I guess they backed out. So she was like, "Oh yeah, you do music? Can you write this song for me?" And I was like, yes. So I went to go watch the documentary of We Are the World. I had to get in my mode.
Yeah.
Whatever. So and that's what made me, once again, God just bless me with the right beat and the words just poured out of me. So I sat there and wrote different parts for different artists so we can all get on a song together. So we got Shauna Lindsay on there. We got Liso Dingwall from The Wire. That's my boy.
He was on my show. I love him.
My boy. And we got Pyrex, on there also. So me and Lumi, we just, once I wrote the song, we assigned different parts for the people to sing. So once they sent me their parts, I took it to the studio. I did my part. I helped create the music video and put it all together. So
it was like a We Are the World feeling when you did you all guys go in, or did you do your tracks separately?
So we did them separately, and then they just sent in their videos, and I put the music video together.
Now, so we said the other song and this one are Grammy considered, but is it just those two songs, or is the whole entire?
So my whole album is being considered for a Grammy in the album of the year, and We Are the Leaders for Clean Water is in a humanitarian.
I saw that documentary, Lacey. I I couldn't, I had to pause it because I started tearing up because I cannot believe that those people had to go get water and the
Yeah.
water is so muddy.
Mhm.
And I'm wondering how. I mean, because I I don't have the ability to think scientifically to wonder how they ended up turning that muddy water into clean
Right,
water when
right,
they're just people in a village taking the water. And I was wondering, where are they taking it? How are they going to get the mud out of it?
right.
How are they going to extract it?
Mhm.
But how do they do it?
Hey,
Lacey, what do they do?
look, listen, you got to watch that documentary. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how can you watch the documentary?
Look, the documentary is on YouTube. Look, I forgot the name of it. I'm gonna have to drop it I'm gonna have to drop it, send it to you so you can send it out to the people.
Yeah, because I want to see the whole documentary because I only saw, of course, because you're the
Yeah,
song. So
yeah.
it was just
Yeah,
like a music
I can't
video.
even explain it. You got to watch it.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. Yeah, it'll tug at your heartstrings. And I'm hoping that I did not see that anyone put a link on there to donate. So I don't even know if there's a charity involved, but hopefully someone can add a link on there because after you watch that, I wanted to donate money, but
Yeah.
there was no link. So hit the person up and tell them to put a link on there.
But if you go on JB, if you go, we are the leaders for clean water on our music video at the end. JB down below has a link where you can donate and get more information about that.
Okay. All right. We're gonna run that.
That's on the music video. Yeah.
We're gonna title that again. Okay, so now the track "Rescue You" earned a Hollywood Music in Media Awards nomination. What's the story behind that song, Lacey?
That story is about love. So look, first off, let me tell you this. So I wrote that song back probably in like, it was an old song. It's from 2015. So I think I always be ahead of my time when I create music, so it still sounded updated. So it's a song about rescuing a person who just feel like, love is over. They done did everything that they could do. So that's what it's basically about. It's catchy. The lyrics is powerful. So the people loved it, and it was nominated. I got to go to Hollywood. I got to see my name on the big jumbotron and get nominated with people like Kanye West and everybody. I was loving it.
Hold on one sec. Marshall Whitelow says, great song and album. Stay Strong is my favorite. Well, thank you, Marshall Whitelow. Do you know Marshall Whitelow?
Yes, that's one of our viewers from my podcast that I do on
Oh,
YouTube.
that was sweet of Marsha.
Salute.
Salute, Marsha. So wait a minute. So you got a hobnob with Kanye? And who else?
Listen, Kanye, John Legend. I was nominated with them. I didn't win, but I was nominated, so I was loving it. Yes.
Sally Field. It was great to be nominated.
Yes, I was loving it. I was like, yes, my name is next to the great.
Are you kidding? There are people who will never be nominated. And for you to be nominated, that is some powerful stuff there. That's the first step to winning the award. Oh, did you see Beyonce? Was she there?
No, I ain't see Beyonce. I saw Weird Al Yankovic. He was there.
Oh my God, I'm
hold
so
on, look.
I bought his album, Lacey.
Look, this showed me. This is where I got a taste of Hollywood. So I met Weird Al Yankovic. I was like, oh man, I love you. I said, I love to interview you on my podcast and all. He was like, yeah, just hit my people up. I said, okay. I got back to St. Louis. I hit his people up. I was like, look, I met Weird Al. He was like, I can interview him. They was like, we'll pass. Welcome to Hollywood.
He did not say that. Yeah, but you know what? In all fairness to Weird Al Yankovic or anyone who's a celebrity, because you and I both have friends who are celebrities, and they tell me, and I'm sure they tell you, I don't even hear about these. My agent doesn't tell me. My manager does. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know you called. Right? So you got it, and it's a shame because you. And this is a tip for the audience. Okay, so if you are, it's a fine line, people. If you meet a celebrity and you want to have them on your show or you want to communicate, you got to get their digits right then. right? You got to, because if you have to go through their people, you may never, ever, ever see them again, which was what happened to Lacey.
Yeah, they'll be like, this isn't important.
Yeah, because I heard from many people that he is a very kind,
He was super nice,
thoughtful person. I have never met him, but so he wouldn't do that. Those people that are on his team didn't even pass that information to him because they didn't want to be bothered. If there was no money involved and they're not making their 20%, they're not going to go out of their way. They want, they got other thing to do. So just make sure. Now, there is, I don't know if Lacey, if you have this or not, but timing is an issue because, celebrities, you don't want to make it seem like you're thirsty or desperate, right? So it's got to be cool. You got to be calm and it'll be like, hey, I would love to get your contact information. It's up to them to say yes or no, but most of them will say, contact my manager or agent. Well, here's what you do. You say, well, you know what? Let me give you mine. Now, I just discovered, Lacey, there is a card. Oh, you know who turned me on to it? Do you know Rico No Suave? Rico, my boy. Okay, so we're having dinner at Chin Chin Restaurant, and he pulls out this card. It's called a dot card, DOT. And all you do is take this card and you tap it against their phone, all of your information will go right into their phone.
Technology.
You don't have to do anything. So that way they have no excuse to say, oh, no, I don't have your contact information. And it's so easy. And a lot of people are scared that it's, you're stealing your private, but they have the option to reject it or accept it. And it's only your name and all your social medias. There's nothing other than that. So people get the dot card. It costs $21. And when I whip that thing out, Lacey, people are blown away. And like I went to a celebrity charity fundraiser back in May. Noah Wiley was there and just a whole bunch of celebrities. I don't want to name drop, but there were a bunch of celebrities and I had my dot card ready and I whipped that thing out and celebrities had never even heard of it. And they want to know. And this is very, easy for them. And you can put whatever you want. It could just be your cell phone number or your email. But they like the idea because, think about it, Lacey. It takes time for them to tap it in your phone. They don't want to do that. And if somebody sees them tapping their information, then a whole bunch is going to be like 12 people gathering around. Well, so get the dot card. Highly recommend it for singers, actor, dancer, model, musician. And it's really cool. Really cool to have too. It looks good. And okay, so let's move on to how do you, Lacey, blend activism and storytelling in your songs like Freedom and Grandma Marie Sellers? Now, first, remember that question because I want to know who Grandma Marie Sellers is. That sounds interesting.
I got you. So how I blend it in is because it is a part of me. It's a part of what I do, what I've been through as even a African American man. Like I've been through the police brutality and everything. So it's easy to blend my activism with my music because it's all a part of me. So that helps me create powerful songs like Freedom. I think people will love Freedom. So it talk about brutality. It talk about homelessness. It talks about the fake politicians, everything. So I like to point out stuff and call out people who needs to be called out in my music. So yeah, my music is just real and authentic. If you listen to The Weight of My Name, which you should go listen to that, you will see that I'm very
Freedom, iTunes. But who's Grandma Marie Sellers?
So Grandma Marie Sellers, that it was the matriarch of our family. I was very close to her. She passed away last year on September 30th. So I wrote her a tribute song. It was like the hardest song I had to write. But everybody loves it. They was like, man, this is a hit song. I wasn't trying to make a hit, but even writing it, I did it in 3 days because I wanted to hurry up and do it before her funeral because I wanted to shoot a music video for it. So, but yeah, it was so hard. I cried when I was writing it, but it came out powerful. cool. So I love Grandma, and I wanted to name it Grandma Marie Sellers, so her name can always be alive.
Of
Yeah.
course. Oh, we love Grandma Marie
We
Sellers.
love you, Grandma. We love you.
We
Rest
love
in
you,
peace. I love you.
Oh, now what does it mean to you to be your favorite rapper's favorite rapper?
See.
What the heck?
That means whoever your favorite rapper is, I'm his favorite.
So your favorite
rapper's favorite rapper, whoever your favorite rapper is. But now I say that because like I said, I take my music serious, so I put every ounce of energy when I write lyrics. I'm very technical. I play with words. I bend words. I try to rhyme words inside of words. So I take my music very serious. I'm like a true lyricist. So when I say that, it's just like stamping me as like I feel the only rapper that stands between me and total supremacy is Eminem. That's the GOAT.
Oh, you like Eminem?
Love Eminem. That's the GOAT. I learned
I
everything
never
from him.
thought I would like rap until I watched, was it 8 Mile?
Yes.
And I had a whole new respect for I mean,
I
I'm old school. I'm Salt and Pepper. Yo,
Yeah.
yo, baby pop. Come on, Johnny. Come here and give me a kiss. And I'm like the Grandmaster Flash. These were the OGs. So I didn't really couldn't see a white boy being like a rapper, but he goes down.
He's the GOAT. Like I learned everything I learned in rapping from. Like I rapped before Eminem even came out, but when he came out, I studied him and learned so much from him. That's my
wow, that's interesting. I'm glad to hear that. We love Eminem. Now, what is that a challenge or a celebration or both? You saying that you're your favorite rapper's rapper. Is that like a challenge? Because I would be thinking that people would be like trying to come up on you, and challenge you.
I think people that see me put in work because I was a battle rapper also. I think people.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was a professional battle rapper for a lot of. If you see my battle raps and see me, you'll be like, "That is not Lacey. That is not G-So."
Oh my God, that's why I was so impressed when I saw 8 Mile when he was doing the battle rap.
Yeah. So
I'm like, oh my God, he's a white boy in there doing some battle rapping.
So look, I think people know not to challenge me if they do,
with the battles. Oh my God, you gotta do another video of battle rap, like an updated version.
I do have an actual battle rap coming up, but it's not gonna be until I think January or February because I've been retired for a while, but I'm gonna come out of retirement and it's gonna be very great.
How the hell do you even do that? I am because it's sort of like it's equivalent to for those of you who don't know what battle rap is, I'm sure most people know, but there might be a person. But it's sort of like comedians doing improv, right? You got to get up there and you got to come up with something clever to say, and it's got to go boom, boom, boom.
You got to dish your opponent.
Yeah, because they're going to come up and they're going to be dissing you. And, what are you going to say? I would be afraid I'd get beat up. That's why I've never personally become a battle rapper.
Hey, look, that's why it's like a sport.
They don't like me. Right? And it turns into a sport for sure. Now, how has hip hop shaped your approach to film and literature?
Oh man, it's everything. Like I've learned through hip hop, I've learned storytelling, to add it like to my films. Let me tell you a quick story. So I was in film school and I was, lollygagging, bull crapping around. So the very next day I had to turn in a script that I didn't write. I was like, man, it was like we had to turn in a script and I hadn't written it yet. So I took one of my songs. I was like, oh, I had this song called Right Hand Man. So I just actually took the song that I wrote and then created characters around it. And then I just wrote a script and turned it in. So the next week, we have a we all sat around in a circle, and I
Yeah.
instructed. He was a foreign guy. He was just going through the line of people's scripts, and he was just ripping them to shreds. Like, I don't like this. You got to do this. So he got to mine. I was like, oh, he finna get mine too. He was like, I love it. This is amazing. I love your characters. The booster. So that just helped shape me from just doing music all my life, learning those technical things, and it just helped me bringing it into film. And I actually won an award for that film.
You wake up. Oh, Lacey, there's an award waiting for you. You woke up. You're eating breakfast. What? You deserve an award for that.
Yeah,
But okay, so let's talk about your move into the film and directing. Now, you've written and directed over 16 films, which is amazing to me because it costs so much money to make films. I swear I'm constantly fundraising. Because for those of you who don't know, I'm a producer of films as well. I like to focus on Christmas films. Right now, we are working on The Christmas Witch, so we'll be finished that. And and then I'm moving on.
Cast me in one of your films, Priscilla. Cast me on
The Christmas Witch. Yeah, you can be the Santa Claus. You can be my chocolata Santa Claus, right? I'm actually, it's weird. I'm gonna be producing a short film, and one of my very best friends in the whole world, who I know that you know him, his name is Ernest Lee Thomas. He was Raj on What's Happening.
What's Happening?
So little does he know, this Friday we have our first production meeting, and he doesn't know that I've written the script where he's going to be Santa Claus. I hope he doesn't watch this tonight. He's gonna be he's pretty open.
I interviewed Dwayne, who played on her
Rerun.
Not rerun.
Fred Berry.
Fred Berry passed away, but what's Dwayne real name? I forgot, but he be hitting me up too. Like, we cool.
Oh, so you interviewed him?
Yeah, I interviewed him too. Yeah, I cannot think of his real name right now, but he be giving me.
You gotta interview Ernest, because they were very close.
Hook it up, Priscilla. Hook it up.
I'm gonna we have our production meeting Friday. I'm gonna ask him. Can I give him your? I don't even know if I have your cell phone number.
I'm gonna send you my cell number.
Your personal number.
Hook it up for me. Hook it up, Priscilla.
I'm a hooker. Whoa, that didn't come out right. That didn't come out right. No, I'm a hooker upper. Yeah, I'm a hooker. God, I tell you, with the price of things these days, I got to get out here and walk Sunset Boulevard, because you got to be constantly bringing in the cash flow with these damn movies. I mean, I get so tired of begging for money. Oh, you want to invest in my film? But right now, I'm also going to be, I'm producer on a short film about horses, which is a departure from my Christmas movie. So this will be fun. All right. So you now, wait a minute. Okay. So what inspired you? What inspired the creation of the Lou, and how did it evolve into a festival winner? What's the Lou stand for?
Well, the Lou, that's the word we use for St. Louis. It's short for St. Louis. We call we call it the Lou.
Like the Boo,
Chicago, the Shy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, the Boo. Yeah, the Boo's from Malibu. Yeah.
So that started from the big story when I don't know if you remember when Mike Brown got killed here, and it was a riot. All that riot stuff was going on all through the year. I think it lasted like a year or two or whatever. So it was basically a series about trying to, I guess, recover the neighborhood, and it showed you. I wrote from the perspectives of police officers, the people in the hoods and everything, and just all these different things that these people trying to come together and rebuild the city and everything. So it had a lot of heavy dialogue, just talking about how the cops don't respect the Black people, and the cops feeling like they not respecting, and all this type of stuff. So I think the heavy dialogue is what won the award.
Okay. So that was the Lou. All right. Yeah. And can you walk us through the creative process behind? Is it pronounced Abita?
Abita.
So let's do the creative process, and what message were you hoping to leave with audiences for that?
Okay, so yeah, that was my senior film. When I was in college. So any film I make, I always want to make a film that's powerful with a message. And with this, I wanted to write a film about bullying. And I did not want to use like an actor. I wanted to use somebody who was actually being bullied. So I went
Mhm.
in a school and I got somebody who was actually being bullied and wanted her to play the main role, just to show her like, hey, you could do whatever you put your mind to. So she did a phenomenal job. She became friends like with the other girls in the script or whatever. And that was in 2015. And today to till this day she didn't got married, she didn't graduate, she in college, you know what I'm saying? And she thanked me a lot. Even seeing herself on the screen when we actually did the screening, it made her cry. She was like, wow, the people love, the whole audience gave her a standing ovation. So she really
Oh,
loved it. So yeah, so my message was that it was just trying to show people, even the people who do bully people, like, because in the film, it's got a twist, it show her being deceased or whatever, but she chose to live in the film or whatever. So it's just showing people like the effect that you have on another person. You never know why you being mean to this person and all this, they can take their lives or whatever. So that was the meaning behind the whole thing, Vita.
oh my God, that's very deep, and it's true too. People don't know. Um, I had a situation, Lacey, where I won't go into details, but this girl who I went to high school with called me out of the blue. I didn't even know who she was. And she called to tell me how her life was going, so it just very, very sad stuff. But I I was in a group who a very God, how do you say this? I was, you know how in high school you have cliques.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So obviously, I was in a clique. I was in a, cool girl clique. And there was a girl, I don't even know who she was, but somehow she tracked my phone number down and she called to tell me that she was happy up until one of the girls that was in my clique was making, I didn't even know this was happening, Lacey. Apparently this girl was bullying her, making fun of her fuzzy pink sweater, and was calling her names, and she said that her life has been absolutely miserable. She has been insecure and felt all these things, and I just didn't know who. Honestly, I couldn't remember who she was, but she was so affected, and she told me that she had tried to end her life several times. So I, because my friend was bullying her. Now think of it this way, Lacey, you have friends and you don't look at them like that. I never saw my friend ever bully anyone, but this girl swears that it happened and that her life was so affected. And I still don't know how to process that, because I think about it, but then I think, well, I find it hard to believe that you could ever let anybody affect you like that. But I am a very strong minded person. And
Yeah.
if someone ever tried to bully me, I'd beat your ass. I would fuck your shit up. So I would
Okay,
never
look,
let
listen,
anybody bully me.
yeah,
But I have to realize that not everybody is like me,
exactly. Yeah,
right?
yes,
And I said to her, well, why didn't you go to your teacher or the school or something? And she said that she just didn't feel like anything would be done. But I swear this happened. I think she contacted me maybe 20, 25 years ago, and I still think about it. So
mm,
if I'm thinking about it and I wasn't even part of it,
think about
imagine the
it.
person who was bullied. And I hear about this all the time, Lacey, especially with social media. I hear that young girls are and boys are killing themselves because they're being called ugly or whatever you do on social media these days. But this has what I thought we were making such advancements
Uh-uh.
with, acceptance, with various types of people and lifestyles and things. How is it that bullying hasn't changed?
I think it's social media. You know what I'm saying, especially with society. Everybody wants to be the cool person to fit in. Like I got bullied as a kid also too, so that's why this is like really very important to me. And just like you, once I started fighting back, that's when stuff started changing. But like you said, a lot of people don't have that strong will mind, so it's good to create art. But I think social media has a lot to do with it. The people they're listening to influencing them, a lot of these rappers and all this type of stuff. So I think more than ever it's more rampant now than it even was back then, just because they have more access to things. Like people can bully you through social media now. Did you see that documentary, the catfish documentary on Netflix?
I've been watching the show Catfish ever since it came on.
No, it's a show called Wrong Number Catfish. You ain't see that where this girl was being bullied for 2 years. The person was like, "Oh, you need to die," and all this, and it turned out that it was her own mother doing it to her.
No, I didn't see that. Do you know the name of it?
Oh, I said it. I email it to you. It's on Netflix. I think it's called Wrong Number Catfish. Yeah, like the police was involved. It was like for 2 straight years.
Why was she doing that? What was her goal?
I'm gonna send it to you.
Send it to me. Now, do you think it's the responsibility of the parents or parent to take away the devices so that the kids aren't seeing it, or should they be saying, you know what, giving some strong messages of encouragement, of courage and inspiration? How does it get to the point where a child kills themselves from being bullied? What can we do? I mean, is the parents, does it fall more on the parents, or
I think it's a case by case study, definitely like parents need to talk to their children like, hey, let me know if somebody's bothered, like they need to make it comfortable for them to come to them and talk about it. I don't think taking a person's phone is probably going to do anything because they'll still get bullied, but you got to make sure your child knows that it's okay to go to adults. It's okay to talk with me about a situation because, like you said, people feel like nothing's going to get done if they go to somebody. So you got to make sure your child understands it is okay.
Yeah, and it's just so disturbing because I want to say you got to reach out and tell somebody, but a lot of times I hear that the teachers don't do anything, or they're scared to do something because they're scared of the students. It's gotten so bad, Lacey. Oh gosh, I hope it gets better. I'm so glad you're out there, an activist, and I hope that it really makes a difference in people's lives because it's very important.
I definitely have a program where I go into schools and I speak with the students and help them with film, and we create these like scenarios about bullying, and then I have them act it out and film it and everything and teach bullying.
It's got to start in the schools because unfortunately parents may have been bullied themselves and they don't have any advice, or maybe they just don't know how to give advice. So it has to be someone that's educated in that particular problem of being bullied, whether they've been bullied and they've overcome, or whether they have the techniques. It's got to be some education. Got to be an educational stream. I think. I just hope. My advice is just beat their ass. I don't know. Somebody bullied me. But I'll tell you what, Lacey. Let me tell you, that was this girl. Now, when I was in 3rd grade, I was very advanced, so I would get sent to 6th grade for reading classes in English, and so I was very tiny. Believe it or not, there was a time I was tiny, but we used to have to go. It was an advanced class, so we would have to go to the library for our advanced class, and there was this big, huge, redheaded girl who was a bully, and she would pull everybody's hair. And I had heard about this, Lacey. She'd pull them, bully, take their money, the typical stuff.
Yeah, facts.
So I told my grandmother about this. I said, I'm scared to go to the class because she's going to bully me and she's going to take my lunch money. Now, I'm in the third grade, just starting third grade. So my grandmother said, if she lays a hand on you, here's what you do. You karate chop her right here. That's the advice. I'm from an Irish family. Okay. So she said, you karate chop her right in the Adam's apple, or you take your fist and you hit her the bridge of her nose. And I'm like trying to process. Oh, no. Oh, God. So I go to the class. There she is at the top of the steps, Lacey, waiting. And she's doing what all the kids had said. And I'm like, oh, God, so am I going to karate chop her, or am I going to do this? And so I walked by her and she pulled my pigtail. It was an instinct. I turned around and she was at the top of the steps, and not my fault. So when she pulled my pigtail, it was instant a reaction, and I pushed her. That bitch went flying all the way down the steps, down a whole flight of steps, cracked her head on the back of the brick wall, split her head open. I'm like, what? I didn't do anything. So we get, and then she ended up getting, of course, suspended because everybody came and told how she was bullying them, but not one kid had gone to a teacher. Not one kid. So they said they didn't know anything about it. But I nipped that bitch in the bud, didn't I, Lacey? I bet you she never bullied another person. I never saw her again because she got expelled from the school. But and I felt such power, Lacey. I was like, yes. I think if you fight back, I'm not advocating violence, but if you fight back by just speaking and saying, hey, why are you doing this? Or whatever you say, I think it'll give you some confidence.
That's what I did as a kid. I fought back, and then people stopped bullying me after that.
That's right.
But we're not advocating fight, yeah. We don't
want to advocate fighting. No, don't fight. But sometimes it comes down to it. If it's your life or another, and you better fight, or you're gonna you're gonna end up dead. Okay, so now you wait a minute. Oh, we are moving. I'm on the almost the last page. All right. What makes St. Louis such a rich backdrop for your filmmaking?
Yes, because
the arches or such a
listen. That's because this is where I'm from. People call us. They say we're the dangerous city. We've been rated the #1 murder capital.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yes, for a lot of years. But if you stay out the way, that's for people who's involved in mischief. Like, look at me, I'm still alive, I'm still here breathing.
Yeah.
So but now we have a lot of great history here. We have a lot of great artists that came from here, Tina Turner's and all that type of stuff. We got the arts, we got a lot of great history here that people don't even know about. And I a lot of people like, oh man, if you leave St. Louis, you can make it. But I want to, make it where I came from. I want to do like how Tyler Perry built their production in Atlanta. I want to do that for St. Louis because we have a lot of talent here that is untapped that hasn't been discovered. So that's why I try to do St. Louis. I'm St. Louis to the depth of me. You already know. You hear my language, the hers and the thirds, and you
do have a southern accent. I thought maybe you were from like Atlanta or Louisiana or
St. Louis.
But, do they have a predominantly southern accent? I didn't know.
Yeah, we got them accents. Yes,
I didn't know that.
We got our own thing called a Midwest swing.
Midwest swing. Okay, so your new documentary, let's talk about that. Your upcoming documentary, Silent Screams. That's such a great title for a horror movie, I gotta say. It tackles bullying, which we were talking about. And now, what stories or voices are you amplifying, and why is this topic urgent now,
So we just talked about bullying.
obviously,
Yes,
with
it's
bullying.
it's still going on, like even more rampant. Like I said, social media. So with this topic, we're of course, B is a part of this project. Her and
Oh, is she?
yeah, and this guy named Michael. I think his last name is Jenkins. Don't kill me, Michael. Yeah,
Judkins, Michael B. Judkins.
yeah,
I
there you
love
go.
him.
Yeah. So he's a part of this project too, and we're gonna be interviewing people who've been bullied. We're also trying to interview people who has done bullying. We're gonna be interviewing politicians.
That's good. Really?
Yes. So
How
yeah,
are you going to get the bulliers on in the document?
we
How are
finna research, look, all that type of stuff. The people gonna let us
you
know.
gonna like put them behind you know how they put them black their face out and change
If,
their
if, if,
voice?
if they want to, I would
I
put
would
publicly.
offer that because I can't
Yeah.
imagine a bullier is going to be in a documentary and show
But
them.
they even the people who've grown now who has done bullying, maybe they feel bad and want to help. So yeah, so we're putting together strategic plans right now for that. But we're gonna be interviewing celebrities also and just try to come to some solution on how we can. I don't know if we'll ever stop it, but how we can prevent it even more. So
Are you
it,
going to have people like ask questions of the bully even though it wasn't their bullier?
Yeah, most definitely. So we're gonna be interviewing the people. Me and Michael interview. He's interviewing people from where he lives, and I'm gonna be interviewing people from where I live. So yeah, she's helping with the questions and everything. So we're in the pre-production stages now. We're gonna start the
Wow.
interviews. So
Oh my God, I'm excited to see that.
yeah,
I really am.
and then I'm working on another
I know
documentary.
the new comedy. Is that the comedy
No,
film
no,
I'm
no.
about to
I don't,
talk
I don't
about?
think I don't think I told you about this one yet. It's just started. So I'm working on a documentary about a great high school coach from St. Louis. His name is Floyd, Floyd Irons or whatever. So I'm working on that with my homie. Her name is Sonia Williams. She the one brought it to me. She stays in Atlanta. So we're gonna work on that. He's been a powerful coach here in kids' lives over the years, a lot of years. So that's gonna be powerful too. So stay looking out for those. Those two documentaries are the documentaries that I'm
And where can we find out more about those? Are those on your website,
working.
LaceyTurner.com?
Stay tuned. They ain't on there yet, but they will be on there because that's my hub for all the websites and everything I got going on.
Yeah.
So once we start doing a lot, you will find information about that on there.
Projects upcoming. Let's talk about the new comedy film. That's my love, comedy films. So you're working on the film. It's entitled Uncensor the Stage Part 2. So I guess there
Most
was a part
definitely.
1. That sounds
Yeah.
like a wild ride. So how are you pushing boundaries in comedy while keeping it real and relevant?
Oh yeah. So with this one, yeah, we did part 1. So with part 1, I tried to do an experiment. We shot part 1. I think it was like 2017 or 18. So with this one, I wanted to. With that one back then, I gave like a lot of comedians here free will for us to come together, and I let them write their own, scripts, like their skits and everything. But some of it was good, some of them wasn't. So with part 2, this one I'm writing all the comedy because I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So far, I done shot I think like 5. So it's basically like a lot of skits that I wrote put together, and like it says, it's uncensored, pushing the stage of comedy, but it'd be like real life moments that people go through, but I just make them funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Uncensored Stage Part 2 is definitely going to be better than Part 1. I know the people are going to
Well,
love
I hope so. Oh
it.
my God, now you're a comedy writer. We got to
Yeah,
add
yeah.
that
Do it
on
all.
your
Hey,
title.
that's right, Abby. Give me some more accolades. Give me some more
You
accolades.
gotta get it. Now we're gonna move into your writing and journalism. So, you're a number 1 best-selling co-author of A Black Man's Point of View. So, what conversations did you hope to spark with that book?
So yeah, so with that, one of the artists, he came to us and he wanted to put 10 black artists and tell our life stories. What makes us a black man, like things that we've been through. So it was 10 different artists. We wrote our stories and people was buying it so much, you know what I'm saying? It became a number one bestseller. So that's why I was like, I was happy. So I got to add that to my accolades and all that. So that's
Did
what made it.
you have a publisher or did you self-publish?
Oh no, so I wasn't the head of it.
Okay.
This guy named Bernie, I think his name's Bernie. He's the one was the head of it. So we just sent them in our parts, and he put our parts in the book. So I don't know if he self-published or had a publisher or not.
And can we still buy the book?
Yep,
Is it
yep, yeah.
available? Where is
It's
that, on Amazon
Amazon.
Kindle?
Yep, yep.
Okay. And it's called A Black Man's Point of View. That
Correct.
sounds good. Now,
Correct.
what inspired you to write Abhida, Abida,
Abita.
Abida as both a film and a literary work?
Yeah, so I had it as the film first, of course, and it won awards and everything. So I just felt, I was like, I want to turn this into a children's book, because I felt it was a powerful story. So I turned it into a children's book, and it got a lot of love too. Teachers was buying it. Teachers saying they want to make it part of their lesson plans and everything. So
Wow.
yeah, I just, like I said, I got bullied when I was young. So this is just a very important topic for me. So whatever way that I could get it out there, I wanted to get it out there. So,
I cannot even believe that you got bullied. I mean, for
yeah.
what? I would be scared to hell. I would never try to bully you if I was a bully.
Hey, when you kids, you do dumb things.
I guess. People just want to bully. I mean, usually people who bully are people who have very sad lives. They're being bullied and beaten in the household or abused in one way or another. And that's how they end up becoming. That's my understanding from what people are saying. Now, how do your contributions to the St. Louis Argus and the Narrative Matters reflect your commitment to community storytelling?
Man, look, I always strive to help people here with business. If you have a business, I try to write articles about, I always try to promote, like people with small businesses or people who got dreams or stories, so yeah, like with me, I think I'm a vessel for the Lord. I think He put me here to help others. So that's how my journalism happened. And then I also just like you interview a lot of celebrities. I don't even know how I even got in that. I've never ever in my life wanted to ever interview celebrities, and I'm probably like 50 so 60 celebrities now, and they always say they love me, they give me their personal numbers, they stay in contact with me. So I guess that was my calling.
We are going to get into that because I want to know a couple of them. Now, we're going to do podcasting now and media. So, putting up the curtain with G Souldier.
Yeah, pull up the curtain.
It's such a bold title, I think. What curtain are you pulling back?
So look, so listen, this is what I'm saying. See, people
this is your show, your podcast show.
Yeah, pull up the curtain with G Souldier. That's the one where I interview the celebrity. So the celebrities always tell me this. Y'all could go look at these interviews. They be like, when I talk to them, it's not like I'm giving them like a serious. It's like we having a conversation. I have them laughing and smiling. So in turn, they start telling me secrets of stuff that nobody don't know. Like I pull up their curtain to learn stuff about them because it's just like we having a conversation. They were like, "Man, you make me feel super comfortable." I love
I want to tell you all my business.
So that's how I do. Like I'm just conversational. I have a technique the way I make people feel comfortable and just like we've been friends. So it's just like a conversation with the celebrity. So even if they come in mean, by the time they end, they laughing and smiling.
It's true. Me too. Who are some of the celebrities that could search for to watch your podcast?
I got Play from Kid and Play, Christopher Play Martin. I got Krista Wilson. She played in the Players Club. I got Jennifer Lewis. Y'all know she done played everybody mama.
Her.
Yes, I got Jennifer
from what's the music show she was on? She became famous for American Idol.
Yes.
That Jennifer Lewis?
No. Jennifer Lewis, you have to look her up. She done played in so many things. Like you will know her once you see it. She just got her star on Hollywood too, I think last year. Yeah, I got who else I got? Man, I got a whole lot of people. I got I can't remember her name, but she played Miss Park on Friday. I got Jason Mitchell. Look, my brain has went blank. I got,
It's
I
fine.
got.
You've
Look,
been
I
doing
got.
an interview an
Yeah,
hour.
look,
You know,
I got
where,
R. Kelly wife Drea Kelly on the interview her. Just a whole. I got a whole lot of people. Just go on my
where
page
can
and
we,
you'll see it.
yeah, where can we go to see all these celebrity interviews?
So go to they everywhere, but if you want to see the actual videos, they're
Yeah.
on my YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel is at the symbol at 4 feet off the ground. So at the number 4 feet off the ground. If you do
On
that,
the YouTube channel.
yeah,
I'm gonna go there and see who you got. See, I want to hear some
yeah,
celebrity secrets and some
yeah.
gossip. Now, so thinking, what is your most memorable podcast
Oh yeah.
moment so far? Moment.
This is another person. This is so I forgot to mention this. I interviewed Tatiana Ali. Y'all know for the Fresh Prince.
Oh my God, she's doing a Food Network
Man.
show. I love her.
So let me tell you how. Look, let me tell you this. So look, I ain't even try to get this interview. So I wanted to interview Vivica Fox, right? So I reached out to her people, and they was like, she on hiatus. So they was like, but it's somebody in St. Louis that we would love for you to interview. That's our client. She was doing like slavery stuff. So I interviewed her, and they loved it. So they I wrote an article about it in the paper. They loved it. So they was like, you did such a major. She loved it. They said, would you be interested in interviewing our other client, Tatiana Ali? And I'm like, yeah. So they was like, well, she only wants to do an audio. So I was like, damn.
Yeah.
But I was like, I wanted to get the interview. So I said, okay. So then when we did that, I said, well, tell her to just show up on screen and I, put the audio. She can turn her camera off. So when she came on, see, this is why I'm glad. She was like, hey, she was like, I was handsome and sexy and stuff. She was like, have we met before? I was like, no. And she stayed on the camera. So she ain't never go off. So I got the video in. I was like, can't nobody tell me nothing. My crush from a kid said I was handsome. I was like, hey, nobody tell me nothing. Tatiana Ali,
well, you gotta tell that story to Ernest Thomas because he and Muhammad Ali were very close friends, and he's had lots of stories about Tatiana, growing up as a child. So you got to tell him how you interviewed her.
And she kept her camera on, so we did the whole video.
And that's on your channel, right?
Yep, that's on my channel. Okay. Yep, the whole interview.
People, if you missed it, you want to see him interviewing Tatiana Ali.
I had her crying at the end. She was like, what are you doing? I had her crying.
What the hell did you say to her to me?
You gotta go watch it right at the end. She had the tissue. She's like, what are you doing to me?
Oh my God. Okay, so people go to YouTube, 4 feet off the ground, and watch 4 feet off the ground. And will they have to scroll? Was it this year, last year?
If you
how do you have your chat? I don't know how you have your channel.
I don't have a playlist, so if you type in the name or just type in pull up.
So they can just type in Tatiana. Okay.
Yeah, then it'll come up.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm going there. Okay. Yes, so I love her. I watch her Food Network show. So yeah, she's a new host on Food Network. How do you balance being the host, the artist, and the activist in your media work? That's a lot, Lacey.
I love what I do. Listen, hold on, like before you go, I just brought up some stuff. So I interviewed Ash. I'm gonna just name a few interviews.
Oh yeah.
I did Ashley Versher. She plays with in Tyler Perry films too, and she's on Beauty and Black. I interviewed Charles Malik Whitfield. He played Otis in The Temptations. I got Anne Marie Johnson. Y'all know she played I'm Going to Get the Sucker. All that type of stuff. Yes. Who else? Jason Mitchell. I did Kareem Grimes. He plays in what's the name of that football show? All American. And hold on. Yeah.
Friday Night Lights.
Yes. Who else? And I got Vanessa Bell Calloway also up in this one. So, but I got a whole lot of other people. Those just my recent ones.
Keep them coming. You got to come.
All right, Miss Priscilla. Now, what was your question? I forget.
That's all right. I just want to know how you balanced being an artist, activist, and a host. How do you balance that?
Because I love what I do, because it is not work to me. It's just like I get paid to do what I love to do. Like this is
It's
what
true.
I love,
It's so
interviewing
easy.
people. I love music. I love doing films. I'm getting paid to live in my dream. So it's easy to balance.
It is easy. People ask me, how do I always look so natural and I can talk to people like I don't even know who you are? I said, let me tell you, if you are not hard of hearing, your ass is mine. I will talk to you no matter what. I don't care. I love an open ear and a closed mouth. No, open ear is good. Now we're just talking about on Pull Up the Curtain with G Souldier. You sit down with celebrities. So what's one curtain that you pulled back recently that surprised even you, who's never surprised by anything ever?
That's a good one. Let me see. I have to let me go in the bag for this.
Well, for example, I had, oh God, I pulled it, but when I first started, this will give you time to think about it. When I first started this show, there was a guy who right in the middle of the interview, so he was doing this, right? Doing this. And then he was doing this. Lacey, that bitch went full up in there and dug one out. And he said, sorry.
I got one for you. Oh yeah, I got one. I got one for you.
He said, I think it was a bug that flew up there, a bug, which it couldn't have been. But he just like went about it. So I had that happen. I had another girl who had postnasal drip, and she didn't even realize that it was just coming while we're interviewing, just coming down until it touched her lip. And you know what she did, Lacey?
Where?
Went like that.
Wow.
Licked it and then wiped it.
Wow, that's crazy.
So go ahead, hit me with your best shot, because I've had some gross ass shit happen.
So I was interviewing you probably don't, I don't know if you remember this group. They was called DRS back in the day. They did the song called Gangsta Lean. It was platinum song. So I interviewed one. I interviewed one of the members of the group or whatever. So while we was in the interview, I don't know what was happening on the side. Like, I think you could hear his people fighting and all that type of stuff. Like, yeah, bitch, I'ma kill you. Well, don't you? And then, like a lot of them. And he's sitting there like, yeah, them people. Y'all can go look at that too. That's
wow.
His name is Lamar. I think Lamar Rubin. That's something.
Did he keep doing the interview, or was he
kept doing the interview? That's what made it crazy. Yeah, because you just heard this. Like, yeah, my people are.
God love him. He handled it. Yeah. What was he gonna do? Say, excuse me, and then the next thing you know, he goes over there and you hear some gunshots, right? You keep your ass down. I'm doing my interview. I told you about this shit. I can totally hear Eddie Murphy doing a scene about that, right? Yeah. On his Delirious album or his Raw album, talking about that. Oh wow!
Check the interview out. Lamar Lubin. That's his name. Lamar.
That's a good one. I was wondering what you were going to do with that one. Okay, so who have some of your we always ask that. So with your celebrity stories, just one funny one that made you laugh, like you didn't know if you were gonna be able to continue on.
So I made that didn't happen, but I made Play from Kid and Play laugh, so I love that.
Oh, I love him. I watch him on the Top 10 Revealed all the time. He's still got his high top.
Yeah, so he was telling me a story, right? He was telling me when he got known and famous, when he was around famous people, he was happy. He was like, man, I'm over here around, Berry Gordy. He was like, I'm sitting at the table. I'm like, wow, I'm sitting here with Berry Gordy. Then he said on the side of me, it was like LL Cool J. I'm like, wow, I'm actually sitting next to LL Cool J. And then I said, wow, I'm over here interviewing Christopher Playboy. He saw
So good. I bet he loved that.
yeah, he did. So that was one of my
Oh,
favorite moments.
that's great. Oh, I bet he still remembers that
And
to this day.
he was like, shut up.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So, what are some tips, advice, or resource information that you received from any of the celebrities that you can remember that you did not already know? And how have you incorporated it into your personal or professional endeavor?
Oh yeah, the person who I said that plays Dwayne and What's Happening. Oh, I gotta hold on. Let me.
Isn't it Fred Berry? It's
No, Fred Berry died.
he's rerun.
Dwayne and hold on.
What was his name? Oh my God, Ernest is going to kill me because he tells
I put a
me
fan it
stories
right now.
all the time.
What's it? Oh yeah, Haywood Nelson. That's his name.
Haywood
Yeah.
Nelson.
So look, forgive me, Haywood, because he always
Forgive me,
he
Haywood.
always hit me
Forgive
up
me,
too.
Ernest.
He always hit me up, so forgive me. But he always hit me up and give me tips. He'd be like, "Hey man, it's these programs you could look up to get funding, and look this up if you want to try to get actors, like
Nice.
B or C list actors." So he always be giving me some type of advice. So
That
that him
is
right
really kind of him. He doesn't have to do that.
there.
That is really nice. I'm going to tell Ernest that he
Yeah,
does that. I don't
yes.
even know, but
Haywood
Ernest
Nelson.
is like that too. He's always trying to help everybody, and he's a busy man. He's always doing, celebrity fundraisers or charities or appearances, and he still finds the time to give advice and to help people. He promotes so many people on his sites. I throw a Grammy party at Jamie Foxx's house, and I didn't tell Jamie that Ernest was coming, right? So Ernest comes walking in. Jamie Foxx nearly lost his mind. Jamie is very dramatic, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
He's like, no, 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 fuck, no, no, no. Whoa! And then he nearly lost his mind, and Ernest was just so taken aback because Ernest was a fan of Jamie's, right? Of Jamie Foxx's. So I loved how the two of them just started talking. And Jamie said, "You were my inspiration because when I was growing up, there weren't many people that looked like us, on television. So you were my inspiration." And then, of course, Ernest was telling him. So they really had a love fest, right? And Ernest still, to this day, he knows, as you can imagine, every single celebrity in the business, right? And especially among the African American community. And yet he takes time to help everyone. He really, really does. And that's one of the things that Jamie admires about Ernest is because he said, that man, he said, I wouldn't help a bitch like that. I'm not doing that. Oh yeah, we're gonna play the video. We're getting ready. That was my last question. Oh, I have my tech guy saying, when are we gonna play your video? Which we get on here and we talk so much. We only have a couple more questions. We've moved into my next category. As you know, Lacey, I'm extremely detail oriented and methodical. My husband calls me a micromanager, but I wrote it. I took time to write these questions, so I'm going to ask them. So we're moving into my next category. So focus your mind on this one. Community and legacy, I've decided to call you a legacy. You received the Business of the Year award at the Missouri State Capitol. I hope that's right. I think I read that somewhere.
Yeah.
What did that recognition mean to you personally and professionally?
Personally,
it's an honor.
Personally, it meant a lot because you're not going into this for thank yous, but it shows that someone thanks you for the work that you're doing, like they see the work that you're doing. So that's a personal appreciation in itself, like being rewarded or awarded for the work that you've been doing when you think nobody's watching or noticing.
Right.
And professionally, it's just another, light on my business, another accolade or something I could add to my brand, my name, that while I'm still out here pursuing my dreams.
Wow, amazing. Okay, so uh, as a JB, and how do you pronounce it?
JB Dandelo. JB Dandelo.
Dondolo?
Yep.
JB Dondolo. Okay, so as a JB Dondolo advisory board member, how do you merge humanitarian work, can't even read my own writing, with creative leadership?
Well, shoot, the song "We Are the Leaders for Clean Water" says it all. You know what I'm saying? So, um,
Mm,
like I said, their whole thing over there is breaking the barriers for access to clean water. And with my art, my music, and my film, probably in the future do a film over there. But with me using my music to create something very powerful, it just helps with by us merging together and putting it out to the world. So, and by me doing that, you see, we have a song that's nominated, well, considered for being nominated for the Grammy. So,
I know. Oh, we're gonna see that video.
uh,
Hold on, we have two questions in it, and then Lacey is all yours. What advice would you give to young creatives who want to use their art to uplift their communities? How can they get started? What can they do?
do be authentic first. Do what you love to do, and do not do it for money. Do it
No.
because you're passionate about it. Whatever you want to do to help people, whether it's film, writing, if you're a makeup artist, anything, whatever you are, make sure whatever you do to help your community that you're doing it because you love it. You will do it if you wasn't get paid or not. You know what I'm saying? So once you do that and it's from the heart, everything will open up for you, doors,
And I don't know about you, Lacey, but I love to help people. I swear to God, I just think every day, how can I help someone? It brings me personally so much joy. And my mother used to say, why do you waste your time worrying about other people and their business? She said, in the end, people are not, how many people call you up and say, hi, Priscilla, how are you? How are
no,
you doing? How have you been? What
no,
can I do for nobody does?
nobody. They want to tell you their
Nobody
problem.
does. You too. It's not just me.
Yes, nobody does. They
Nobody
want
does. And
advice.
this is exactly what my mother said. She said, you need to worry about yourself. But I can't do it, Lacey.
Right? Me too.
I love to help people
Me
because it
too.
makes me happy.
Me
I
too.
love it.
Yeah.
I don't even know how people are so selfish and greedy with their time.
Yeah.
I just don't know. And it always comes back to you. You get good karma, you
Mhm.
get good chi, and God is putting, you're getting your, what are they called, brownie points in heaven, or your credits in heaven.
Yep.
So when you go to the pearly gates and he pulls your list, you're gonna, oh, you had Lacey on the show. Oh, Lacey helped you. You helped Lacey. Oh, for example, I just think that it's just so selfish to not help people. I love it. I love it, and I couldn't do what I do. I don't care. I'm not a superficial, shallow person. I don't check the stuff. And then my mother said, you go around helping people your whole life, you're going to end up eating a can of tuna every day for the rest of your life. When you're old, you're going to live under the bridge. Nobody's going to be giving you a hand. So as we just agreed, nobody calls us, Lacey, and says, how can I help you? What can I do for you? And if they did, you'd be suspicious because nobody does it. You'd be like, what do you want?
What you want? What you try to do to me?
Yeah, what do you want? And I get my credit card information. But to hell with them. I'm gonna keep doing me. I'm gonna do it. All right. So last question. How do you, Lacey G. Turner, Lacey G. Soldier? Wait a minute. Lacey G. Soldier Turner. All right.
Yeah.
How do you define legacy? And what do you hope yours will be in music, film, and beyond? What do you hope your legacy will be?
I define legacy as breaking barriers, creating something that you can leave behind for your kids, your family, that they can go on, pick up and continue on with what you was doing. And what was that last question?
That's the same thing. Define. What do you think your legacy will be in music, film, and beyond?
I think because I care so much about what I put out, like I'm my, worst harsh critic.
The
Uh,
mixed critic, yeah.
yeah, I think that the stuff that I put out will be spoken about long after I'm gone.
Mm.
Like the art I create, I always try to create art with powerful messages, whether it's songs, films, journalism, whatever I put out, I try to make sure that it has powerful messages and it stands the test of time.
Ah,
I think my work will be appreciated even long after I'm gone. So that is
yeah,
my
yeah. I mean, we can all hope for that. So, if this is a promotional spotlight on you, Lacey, if someone's just discovering your work,
Mhm.
which film, song, or book should they start with and why?
Okay, so the film that I would want them to start with would be a beta, because like I said, it's about bullying. There's a powerful message in that film, and I think it'll help anybody, even if whoever watches, if you're going through bullying, if you've been bullied, if you're a bullier, it's gonna reach you, it's gonna touch you in some type of way. So that would be that. My song would probably be this song I wrote called Teardrops. That's about domestic violence and domestic abuse. And you get a lot of preachy songs of like, you gotta stop this, but it actually just tells a story that touches people. I done played it for some people, they done cried at the end, like it's a very powerful song.
Is
And
that on your album? The one that's being
that's
considered?
on a previous album.
Is that?
It's called Entertainer.
Is
So
it on? Is it on iTunes?
yep,
This
it's
song. What's the name of it?
Teardrops.
Teardrop.
Yeah, so
And are under on Apple? Are you listed as Lacey Turner
oh,
or
G Soldier. Anytime I do music, it's just G Soldier.
G and then Souldier?
Yep.
Okay,
And then
Teardrop.
type in
So
teardrops. Yep, definitely. So
go
you
to. Lacey needs that $1.29. Get over there right now. All right,
that's
all
right.
right, all right. So we. Oh, I wanted to. We're about to play the music video, but I wanted you started this. We started this interview with you telling me a wonderful piece of news. Please just concisely share what happened to you. Now, people, I want him to share this because you might be feeling down if you're an actor, right?
Mhm.
But Lacey, something has happened to him which is going to motivate you and
Right,
inspire you that there is hope and you never know where it's going to come from. So,
right.
Lacey, tell us what happened to you that you can't even believe happened to you.
So
This
listen,
is for actors.
yes, listen, I'm minding my business yesterday watching football games. I'm mad because my team's losing because I've been betting on them. Then I get a text out of nowhere. It's like, hey, we want you to act. We're interested in you auditioning for a role. So I'm thinking it's just some local stuff. I don't like it just came out of nowhere. So I was gonna text back at first. So I texted them back. I was like, I'm interested. So they was like, yeah, we're gonna send you the sides. We want you to record your audition or whatever. So they sent me the sides, and I sat at this computer screen like I am that now. I recorded audition or whatever. So I sent it back to them, and they was like, "Oh man, we loved it, especially when you ad lib this part." And they was like, "But the director, they're gonna probably want you to go to physical audition the next day." And I was like, "I ain't finna go to no audition for no 3 lines." you know, like I'm not even knowing if this legit. Like I'm like this might be a scam. you know,
Right, right.
or it's probably like some local people. So and I was busy anyway. Monday I was busy anyway, so I told her I couldn't do it. They were like, "Oh, we understand this is like short notice, last minute." So they was like, "Well, can you send us a picture of you looking for it, and then looking to the side?" So I did that. I was just like, "Well, I did it with my phone." I was like, "This last minute, so here I go." So about 12 something this afternoon, they hit me back and they was like, "Hey, we want to congratulate you. We want you for the role or whatever." And then while they was talking, they was like, "Yeah, and it's the celebrity attached to it. You're gonna be playing the best friend of the celebrity with the." Then they was like, "Yeah, and we're gonna pay you $810 for the first 8 hours. You're gonna be here 12 or 13 more hours, so you're gonna get paid after that." And
Golden time.
yes,
Mhm.
and the SAG stuff. So I'm just sitting here blown. I'm like in shock. I was like, let me make sure it's legit. So I did my research and it was legit. So that show you as you're an actor, stuff can come out of nowhere. Like I don't even know how they said I was in the extras database or something. So it just show you that God works in mysterious ways and stuff.
Can you believe that? This could launch Lacey's career into the stratosphere. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
I don't know. And did they tell you? I don't know if we talked. Did they tell you the name of the film, or is it in pre-production?
I don't know the name of it. I just know I go film this Wednesday.
Okay. You know where you're going to go, though. All right. That's all that matters.
For the 13 hours, I know where I'm going to be at.
Yeah, and I did ask Lacey if he did his due diligence, and he said absolutely. He checked them out. He made sure everything was verified, which is my number one rule. Don't just get excited. Right. Don't get excited. A lot of actors, especially Lacey, when they first move to LA, they get so excited, and there's so many scammers out there. And oh my God. And it's like, okay, well, for the cost of this and the cost of that.
If you gotta pay money.
If you gotta pay money, it's not legitimate. You just don't have to pay money.
Yeah, my God. They looking for you. Why they gonna tell you to pay money?
Exactly. It doesn't even make common sense. So use common sense, people. All right. So we are about to play the video what everyone's been waiting for, and that's going to close out our show. So I just want to say thank you so much, Lacey, for coming on the show. You're always the creme de la creme. Whipped cream with cherry on the top and a lifesaver. And so we just always appreciate you. And let's if there any way we can help you besides going to your website, LaceyTurner.com. Also, give me some socials. 4 feet off the ground.
Yeah. So look on 4 feet off the ground.com, gsouldier.com. On Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook is all G Souldier. So GSOULDIER. There you go.
Consistency, branding. I should have had to do a whole segment on that. People just
you want to keep everything right. It's the same thing. Yes, branding.
They just come on the show and they got like all kinds of nicknames, and I just think, good luck. That's right. Okay, so we are going to play and then the new album, The Weight of My Name, dropped August 1st. It is Grammy bound, so look for that. Also the new song, We Are the Leaders for the Clean Water Advocacy. That's the video we're about to see now. And if you want to know anything about him, I hope everything's updated on your website. Definitely. But I highly recommend you go to the YouTube channel. And watch those
4 feet off the ground. Yes.
4 feet.
The symbol, the number 4 feet off the ground.
Check out his, and definitely give him $1.29 for his song. So go to Apple, iTunes. Everything's on iTunes, right? Under G Souldier. That's your music.
Yep. The Weight of My Name. Yep.
Okay. So hopefully next time we have Lacey on the show, he will have won several Grammys.
Talk that stuff, Priscilla.
We're gonna hope so. It's going to be one of my birthday wishes. I'm going to see the Donny Osmond concert. Don't say it, in Las Vegas, but that's going to be one of my wishes. So while I'm at the concert, please, please, please. Okay, so without further ado, let's watch Lacey's video, and we will see you next time on Question Reality. Say goodbye to your fans.
Yeah, later, fans. I love y'all. Like I say, I don't even call y'all fans. I call y'all my supporters. Let's get it. We're going to make it together, boys.
All right, play that video. Let's see it.
Yo, this is for my family, friends, and associates. It's gonna hurt you more than it's gonna hurt me.
I don't wanna feel this right now. I don't wanna feel this pain no more. I don't wanna feel this right now. I don't wanna feel this pain no more. I don't wanna feel this right now. I don't wanna feel this pain no more. I don't wanna feel this right now.
Let's address the elephant in the room.
I don't wanna feel this pain no more.
brought to attention and now it's troubling. It got me hot like a pot of water that's bubbling. Family, friends, associates with their hands out huddling. Question, where the fuck was you at when I was struggling? No money down to my last. My past was rough and sad and tough and feeling bad, and I still ain't asked for nothing. They see me glow, no overstunt. Watch me go from broke to jumping, watching my success, and now they acting like I owe them something. See me with bars, they see me with stars, equated with money. These fake ass friends be faking so hard. I see that they fraud. These phonies be thinking I'm an ATM. So when they show they true colors, no longer colorblind. I cut the line on all of these snakes. Don't let them touch my shine.
I don't wanna feel this right now. I don't wanna feel this pain no more. I don't wanna feel this right now.
When they put their hands out, let me tell you what I tell them.
They
start begging, I do interjections, interceptions in the message. Quit the texting, it's depressing. Thinking I'ma give a blessing. Your problems are not interesting. In the question, spin the wreckage. If you drowning in debt, you should've took some swimming lessons. I was down on my luck, I never got a helping hand. No help from fam, told me to stop my career, switch my plan, get a real job, I'm successful. Now they petrified, electric slide on them.
Now they believe.
Impressive lies. Sometimes you gotta sever ties with those you love as part of life, and recognize the draining blood suckers before they start to bite. Mad because I tell them no. Now they on the verge to whine. I can be rich and shit, you still don't deserve a dime.
I don't wanna feel this right now. I don't wanna feel this pain no more. I don't wanna feel this right now. I don't wanna feel this pain no more. I don't wanna feel this right now. I don't wanna feel this pain no more. I don't wanna feel this right now. I don't wanna feel this pain no more.
You're listening to Question Reality. Question Reality with Priscilla Leona. Priscilla Leona.